Hi, my name is Christian Gallagher. I'm the Interim Executive Director of Preservation Utah. Preservation Utah was founded in 1966 and became the first statewide organization for historic preservation and the first one across the western United States. It was founded in part by then Utah First Lady Lucy Beth Rampton, who it did so in response to the destruction of several historic mansions along South Temple, most notably a property that was across the street from the governor's mansion. Over the years, we have emerged as the premier advocacy and resource center in Utah for the preservation and storytelling of historic properties and places. With this video, I wanted to show you a couple of things that we've done over the past years and just talk a little bit about the organization. As an organization, we have successfully saved numerous buildings across the state and especially in Salt Lake County. We work through grants, low interest loans, federal tax credits, national local historic designations, and historic easements. And through those, we've preserved notable architectural, cultural, and historic landmarks for our local communities, primarily here in Salt Lake City and in Salt Lake County. We actually hold 126 historic easements, including 108 in Salt Lake County, each of which is documented annually to ensure the building's continued viability and integrity. So let me tell you a little bit about what we've done in the past year and what we're planning on doing this coming year. Last year, we celebrated the preservation of the Utah State Prison non-denominational chapel as the only remaining building left on the state prison at the point of the mountain. At our annual Heritage Awards Gala, we invited a former prisoner and chaplain to speak to the audience about the importance of this building and what it meant to him and his life, and what it represented to the community, an often forgotten part of our society. Our current Salt Lake County advocacy involves preserving the historic West High School, the Fisher Mansion along the Jordan River, the Al Razol Islamic Center, which is also the site of the historic Taylorsville LDS Ward in Taylorsville, the Lady of Lourdes Catholic Church at Judge Memorial High School, and the possible restoration of the Second Ward Assembly Hall of the LDS Church, which is located in the Central City District, a building from the 1880s that is threatened by demolition. We are raising funds to preserve the original World War I Fallen Soldiers Monument in Memory Grove Park, and we have initiated efforts to partner with the city and the Friends of Gilgal Gardens to create a long-lasting preservation easement protection for those city resources. This year, we're also working hard to preserve the stories and places that matter to the county citizens, even when the buildings are not architecturally significant themselves or when the buildings have actually already been removed. We are working hard to document and tell the stories of the Utah Stonewall Center down in the Granary District. And we are just partnered with the Utah State History and the Women's History Initiative to preserve and tell the story of the Nettie Gregory Center in Rose Park. Preservation Utah's governing bodies include an executive committee comprised of a chair, a vice chair, a secretary, and a treasurer. And a board of trustees with 15 members. Board members are highly qualified professionals chosen to represent a diverse array of fields, including architecture, law, business, real estate, archaeology, city planning, elementary education, finance, historic curation and museum management, and tax credits. And we've selected this board to represent the citizens of Utah and Salt Lake County. Preservation Utah also maintains a preservation volunteer board. It has 13 members, includes a board chair, a secretary, and a treasurer, in addition to managing the hundreds of Preservation Utah volunteers that work with us throughout the county on an annual basis. This board hosts monthly meetings and trainings. The volunteer board staffs Preservation Utah special events and leads tours of significant buildings, including the Governor's Mansion, the McCune Mansion, the Salt Lake City and County Building, Salt Lake Cemetery, and and tours through the Salt Lake City's Marmalade District. We also give tours on South Temple Street and other historic sites of interest. At the time of this application, we are working hard between the staff, the board members, and the volunteers to plan for and execute an ambitious program of events throughout the month of May. This is National Preservation Month. This year we'll be holding lectures open to the public, both in downtown Salt Lake City as well as in Holiday. And we're partnering to put on the annual Preservation Conference held in South Salt Lake City. We're hoping to see record crowds at our annual Historic Homes Tour this year, that is at Federal Heights. And we're putting on a special South Temple Modern Walk. Additionally, we are planning to highlight heritage businesses throughout the month, promoting and telling the stories not only of the buildings and the architecture throughout our county, but also the businesses that started here and that remain viable landmarks and keep our county and our cities interesting and alive and fun. We are happy to have the support of the Salt Lake County, and we've appreciated the ongoing support in the form of our annual ZAP grant, and we recognize its critical importance to our continued operations as a nonprofit organization with a large geographic footprint and impact in many parts of the county. In 2023 and 2024, we are working hard to expand our reach to new communities and citizens throughout the county, both online and through virtual tools otherwise. Our goal is to open up our GIS-based database of historic landmarks, easement properties, successful saves, as well as lost buildings, so that everyone can explore and learn from our 55 years of community effort and advocacy. Preservation Utah works to keep the past alive, not only for preservation, but to inspire and provoke a more creative present and sustainable future. We preserve and promote and protect Utah's historic environment through public awareness, advocacy, and active preservation.